What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. In today's video, we're doing the playthrough of COLISEUM PICA. I actually completely forgot that this COLISEUM unit came out today, so quickly rushed ahead, made some teams for you guys in this video today. And yeah, before we get into actually, showing what the dungeon does, here we go and break down the actual unit himself. Now, when this first came out, I remember when this unit first came out on the Japanese version of Treasure Cruise, everyone was really excited for a Pika COLISEUM, but then once we saw what he did, a lot of people were disappointed. So let's go ahead and go through him. So his stats are pretty amazing for a COLISEUM unit. Well, his HP is anyway. His attack is slightly lacking in my personal opinion. But getting into his captain ability, right? His captain ability states that if he becomes the captain during the middle of an adventure or a quest, he will go ahead and reduce damage taken by 70%, boost his own attack by 6 times, and also reduce all enemies' HP by 10% at the end of each turn. So at face value, you think, oh, that's actually pretty good stats. 6 times attack to himself is nice. He doesn't give your crew any attack boost whatsoever. 70% damage reduction is really nice too. But the thing is, you only get a captain ability when you become the captain in the middle of the adventure. Like, if he's just the regular captain, you literally don't get any boost whatsoever. He doesn't do anything. He only does something when he becomes the captain in the middle of an adventure. Now, the way to become your captain is with his special ability. So his special will actually go ahead and max out at 15 turns, fully maxed out, and it will deal 300,000 fixed damage to a single enemy, which is okay, and then also will become your captain for 3 turns. Now, the main uses for a character like this is if you are in a situation where you desperately need to stall out like heavy hits from the enemy for a couple of turns, switching this guy into your captain position is pretty good. That 70% damage reduction is no joke, especially if you add on top of the fact, you'll have sockets as well. Sockets will definitely play into a big factor in, reducing more damage, of course. So overall, he's not that amazing, and he is very, very niche, but there are some circumstances where you might need a character like this. So I would suggest picking him up anyways. I believe he will be boosted in the next treasure map as well, so it will be nice to have him available for that. As for his crewmate abilities, his first one will go ahead and reduce special reverse on himself by 2 turns, and also he will resist special bind by 3 turns, which is actually pretty good. His potential abilities, he's got 5% quick damage reduction, he has a recovery bind resistance for 5 turns, and for his support ability, supporting Dofi, Gladius, Buffalo, and Baby 5, he's going to add 13% of his base health to that character, which is really good considering his health is that significant. So overall, again, a pretty niche type of character, not an overly amazing character. But now let's go ahead and get into the COLISEUM dungeon itself. So round number 1 is going to be against Buffalo. On stage 4, we have Baby 5. She has 1.48 million HP. She has a defensive up buff, and she also has defense down immunity, so you can't reduce her defense. So I use the int rare recruit Peckhams here to remove that, and I just go ahead and use V2 Katakuri to make it a lot easier on myself. But every single turn, she's going to keep giving you bomb orbs, and after turn 3, she boosts her own attack. Also, don't use an orb boost on Baby 5 either. She'll remove it. And then moving on to Buffalo with the final boss, he has 2.6 million health. He has a preemptive attack of delay immunity, and also he'll go ahead and slot bind your entire team for 50 turns. And also at the end of the first turn, and then every single turn after that, he's going to blow away a crew member every single turn for 3 turns. And alternatively, instead of not using an orb boost, don't use an attack boost on this guy because he will remove it. Moving on to round number 2 is going to be against Gladius. On stage 4, we have 6 different mob characters. All of them have about 200,000 HP. They have a preemptive attack that will go ahead and apply 3 turns of damage reduction, percent damage reduction, Rainbow Shield, and also 3 turns of damage threshold. So I use Raid Zora here to remove that. pretty simply. And then on stage 5, he is Gladius. He has 4.2 million health, and for his preemptive, he has 7 turns of resilience and 7 turns special bind to all of your crewmates. So you can only use your captain's special abilities. So I would suggest using a captain that has a really high damaging special ability, and also having some sort of way to get around the resilience, like poison, or using the Dreadnought Saber ship to do end of turn damage, or even the Capone ship as well to do damage as well. That's going to be your best bet. And also after turn 2, he will poison you as well. And now we get to finally talk about the final boss stage against Pika. So on stage 3, we have Buffalo. So Buffalo has 2.6 million health, and he'll apply 99 turns of recovery down to your team. So every single recovery orb you pick up from here on out is not going to be healing for that much. It's going to be an extremely reduced amount. I think you only have like maybe 1% of your regular recovery. Also, you get 3 turns of slot bind to your entire team as well. So having characters that have the potential ability to get around that is going to be pretty useful against this fight as well. And if you don't kill him by turn 3, he will blow away one of your characters for 3 turns and give you a 99 turn orb boost, 1.1 times orb boost. So you really do not want to keep him alive after turn 3. On stage 4, we have Gladius once again with 4.2 million health. He has 5 turns of resilience and special binds your entire team for 5 turns, or just your crewmates for 5 turns, my bad. Also, after turn 2, and then every 2 turns after that, he will apply 4 turns of despair to your team. So having characters to remove that, or to just have like max your sockets, it's going to be very useful as well. Also, when Gladius dies, he does 50,000 damage to your team. So a very good suggestion would be to make sure that you have a damage reducing effect against Gladius. And then moving on to the final boss stage, which is going to be against Pika. He has 20 million health, and he has a lot of different preemptives. He applies an all poison immunity, so no poison will work on him whatsoever. He applies 5 turns of despair to your team, 50 turn special bind to just your friend captain, so make sure to use the friend captain special on the stages prior. He also has 2 turns of resilience on himself, and he does change his type randomly into just another random color. Also, every single turn he will change his type again, except on turn 1 and then every 2 turns afterwards he will enrage, and then alternatively in the turns in between that he's going to remove all positive buffs. And also don't use an HP cut special against him, because he will give you 10 turns of special bind and also a barrier that has a damage HP bar of 10 million, so just do not use an HP cut whatsoever against the Pika final boss stage. So that's the full rundown of the Pika dungeon and what to expect heading into it. So there are 4 different teams you guys are going to be seeing in this video today against the final boss Pika. You guys have just seen me completing using the V2 Katakuri team, and that's the team that I am probably going to be used to farming it. It was relatively quick. It's definitely not the fastest team you guys are going to be seeing in this video. Surprisingly, one of the other teams was a lot faster, to be honest. But Katakuri is a very safe bet. That team is very solid, and you guys are seeing a version 1 Sanji team. I think that if you have the units available here, you know, especially if you have the Treasure Map Boa maxed out, which a lot of you should have by now. Treasure Map Boa is fantastic here because she gets rid of resilience, and she also provides a really good damage boost to our team with the defense down conditional boost. So she's very powerful. And then we're also using the V2 Shanks as well with Akainu. That combination is absolutely lethal for any int-based team. And of course, we are using Reiju on this team once again because she does provide multiple turns of damage reduction. She does remove despair. She does a lot of different things. Reiju is just a phenomenal rare recruit character to have. And then the great thing about this team is the fact that Sanji does have that captain action, which allows him to inherently deal more damage against the enemy. And the thing is, you know, the final boss Pika does change into a random color, but no matter what color he changes into, this team will still have enough damage output to KO every single typing, which is a very safe thing to know. It's very safe. Also, you know, using the captain captain swaps or the captain actions on the correct times is going to be very, very important as well. You see, before this clip even started, I did use it prior to moving on to stage 3, and also very, very important to use it before you move on to stage 5 against the final boss Pika, because you want to make sure that Sanji has, you know, that buffed attack upon moving on to that final boss room. So that's about all I really wanted to say for the version 1.6 plus Sanji team. I think it's a very, very good option. Can you use the regular Sanji? You probably could get away with using the regular 6-star Sanji, but I think you definitely at least need your friend captain to be 6 plus Sanji. I think that would be definite. But then the other team you guys are going to be seeing in this video is a Capone team. The Capone team was very, very solid actually. I think I did use it in a couple of different runs just to test try the team out. And even I got a really bad color that Pika turned into that wasn't really beneficial for my team at all, and the team was still able to clear it pretty comfortably. So I would probably suggest if you have the Capone team that you guys are about to see after this clip, then the Capone team is a pretty solid option as well. And the last team at the end of the video is going to be a Lucy team. Now that Lucy team does have 2 other Sugo Fest exclusive characters on that team. It has version 2 Rayleigh, and it also does have version 2 Doflamingo. So if you have those 3 Sugo Fest exclusive characters, then that would actually be a pretty good option to run as well. V2 Doflamingo is extremely good, especially because you are able to get, you know, enough overkill damage on the Gladius stage that, you know, you will be able to KO the Pika final boss stage with just the Doflamingo special, which is really, really awesome. So if you feel like running a team like that, you can go check the timestamps down below in the comment section as well as in the description down below, and you can timestamp to every single team you guys have seen in this video today. But that is going to end the video. I'll leave you guys with the rest of the clips. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video today, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all of the content I post on my channel, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.
Dodo.